He's up to shenanigans.
I'm going to go ahead and leave the end of that pun on the beginning of the recording. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am infirm kcStranger. These are my three lugubrious players, minus a Digiman tonight, and this is the Crystal Tomb. As always, the Crystal Tomb is brought to you by Expert Broadcaster, by Tractor Blend, who actually gave me money. Yeah, here we are. So last time, the party finished up their battle against a swarm of undead at the entrance to this little underground thingamajigger that they found. They left their golden dragon companion behind to sort of keep the way clear for them while they forged ahead. We came down into this large underground complex. They did find a few things waiting for them. First of all, a pouch that contained some white and black potions, along with a helpful question mark note. They did eventually figure out that drinking the white potions would allow them to move back to sort of a past version of this dungeon, whereas drinking the black ones would take them back to the present. Yeah, so a little mechanic for this dungeon. They also found a leather journal that bore a record by a dragonborn named Medicun Entelekrion, talking about sort of an ill-fated expedition to the place where they once were. With a little bit of experimentation, they found that basically when they went back to the past, it was actually a time period before this expedition of the Dragonborn, who incidentally were affiliated with the Javit Empire. So basically, when they first read the journal, it described how one of the Dragonborn had found this ruby ring on a table in this entrance chamber over here. And after they brought it into this room with little crypts, it sort of triggered a booby trap, and three of them died. And that was kind of the end of things. So what the party actually did was went back into the past, dropped the ring into this little altar here. It melted down completely. And when they came back to the present, they found a new journal entry, which, if you're really that curious, you can look up the recording of last session, but described that they now did not die to this little trap in the crypt room. And actually, previously, the party had been blocked from proceeding here by some piles of rubble behind the doors. But the Dragonborn cleared that for them. And then the journal just sort of goes on to say that they couldn't really make much of what was in the next room, so that was kind of the end of things. So anyway, so as we pick up, the party is back in the present. And if I remember correctly, when we ended, Quizmiligus was in the process of opening this here door. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to pull up my cheat sheet for this dungeon. So just a second, because I need to remind myself if this door is locked. Although, wait a minute. I think Kane picked it. I think it was locked, but Kane picked it. So.
Did I pick it? Oh, we couldn't open it.
Yeah. You picked it, but it didn't actually open. With that, then I'm still going to open my notes. All right, there we go. But I will go ahead and open the way beyond the store. Incidentally, Colleen, Kane, would you like me to move you back to the room with Quizmiligus, or do you want to help yourselves?
Wherefore art thou, Quizmiligus?
He's over where I'm pointing the arrow over here. So
okay,
out
hold
this
on.
hallway.
Let me walk myself through the darkness. There we go.
Yeah. So yep. So Quiz has just opened the store, and
Keep in mind, I got my detect the 2 detections going.
Right.
think.
So you would notice then. I presume that you saw these runes up here.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Colleen, you had True Sight going.
Yeah,
How
I
does that
have True
last?
Sight.
10 minutes?
I believe so. Let me find that spell card.
Okay, because I mean that obviously won't keep going forever, but I don't think it's quite been
1
10
hour.
minutes. Oh, 1 hour. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'll just I'll call an executive on when that ends, but you definitely still have it going now. So Kane, you would definitely see evocation magic on these wards, and Colleen, you would identify them as basically being the same as the ones in the upper hall. Basically, if you step on it, it will blast you for a a fairly large amount of. And let me get the
Does it seem
damage
like
type.
it's a dexterity-based spell? Or, how would you describe it?
You know what, Colleen, I will go ahead and tell you exactly how it works. So basically, if you step on it without it, so it's basically a level 6 spell, can be deactivated by an anti-magic field or a level 6 dispel magic. And it is essentially just an instantaneous effect that deals 4d10 fire and radiant to any creature who crosses within the 5-foot cube.
Interesting. Interesting. Yes, yes. This room is empty.
So it appears.
Are you in there?
I will remind you, there is another door down here.
But there's no magic in this room. Right?
Oh, other than what you just saw, no. I mean, there's the magic on these crypts here, but, like, I don't think you can see anything new that's magical besides the runes.
So nothing inside this little box room here.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Is it the end of the room? Is it really that small?
Well, I mean, there's not a wall there. There's just a line of runes.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means you
What is
could
it?
walk there if you really wanted.
What do the runes do?
What I just described, they'll instantly blast
Wait,
you
which
for-
raise the runes? I can't tell.
Okay.
Right here.
So,
Can
I
you
just
not
see.
see them?
Oh, I just see darkness up there. Yeah.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Actually, let me
yeah,
check.
that's why I was saying.
They in the wrong layer?
Well, let me check your vision radius.
Well, it's
I see
just
nothing.
black. It's blackness.
I
Like if you were to keep going past where Kane's token is now, it's just black, and so it doesn't look like there's a wall or anything. It looks like it's just like shaded out past him, just
So
black.
actually, I'm a little bit confused because I have Kane is emitting light.
Oh, here I'll do
Yeah.
I'll snip it for you so you can see.
I get
Yeah, I
something.
know. I can tell that you're not able to see beyond that radius for some reason, but I'm confused as to why. Let me check the lighting layer. Oh, I know why.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah. Give me just a sec. It is because I put something on the map that I didn't mean to. There you go. Let me make sure I didn't do that on the other version of the map real quick. Yeah, I put a line there. Oh, and there's a reason I put the line there, but it's no longer relevant. So
there's no extra wording there.
So I could dimension door over here to the other side where there's none of these runes on the floor and be fine.
So wait, can I go diagonally?
let me check what you're saying there, Fallon. Yeah, you could dimension door past the runes, absolutely. But Kane, you couldn't do that. You'd have to cross over it.
And this is a physically
So-
touch the rune on the
All
floor
right, Kane.
and
Next
not.
time that you step on a rune, I'm gonna blast you. For the record.
Yeah, can Colleen float over it or Kane float over it?
So if you pass through that 5-foot cube, then
Oh,
it will
okay.
blast you.
So not just touch the floor, just like even through the air.
Correct. If you physically
Okay.
pass through that space.
That was my question.
So no levitation. I see how it is, Casey. Trying to nerf me.
Yeah.
How did Chris open this door?
Which door?
Bear strength.
He just like opened it. He just like turned the
Oh,
handle and opened
Can I open this door then?
it. Yeah, you absolutely can.
I thought it was blocked before. Oh,
It was
oh
blocked.
right.
Yeah, remember? You solved the puzzle?
Yes. Okay.
Oh wait, that's the Fallon portrait, isn't it?
Yep.
When did that happen?
Last week.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Didn't I put it in the chat, didn't I, somewhere?
Yeah, but then we put a
You
bunch of
did.
other stuff in the chat. Yeah.
Anything magic in here?
Well, so let me see. As you look around, no, nothing magical that's apparent. Appears to be some kind of like weird dressing room or something like that.
Boring. Ooh, I see stairs. I found stairs.
Yeah,
I
I
see.
really did
Guys,
put
I
a
found
lot of
some
other
stairs.
stuff in there.
just a sec. I need to. Oh, you know what? I
Oh,
forgot.
Gomork's so cute.
I forgot a thing. So, Kane, you have your detect magic going.
Mm-hmm.
So you would note that the that the top of the stairs is warded with another one of those like wall of force traps. So basically, if you go beyond it, it'll lock you into that area.
Hey guys, I found some stairs.
Oh
but they
wait a
got
minute, you wouldn't know
trap on
that. You would just know the type of magic. But you know what? Whatever. Colleen would know.
them. Guys, I found a trap with the over there in the other room. On top of these stairs.
And actually, since you know it's there, let me just put it. I'll just put it on the map layer so that you can actually
Wait, what is that?
see it. Hold on a sec. I'm on the wrong map because I'm.
Stop going crazy, okay?
I don't even know where you are now.
He's up and around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm exploring.
It's an owl
We gotta
bear.
explore, guys.
It's
Don't worry, I'll
Balrog.
be fine. What could possibly go wrong? I'm invincible.
Everything. Your cane.
Hey guys, I found a ruby back here.
Anytime
Alright.
you're left alone.
Okay. Oh, are you just talking about the floor texture is just different where you're standing?
Yeah.
That's all
It looks like it's. What is that? Just a floor texture difference?
Yep.
Okay. I'm being careful going through.
What's
Just by
this
the
over
way.
here? Is that a
I
table?
want to
Yeah,
be
it's a
clear.
table.
And the mirror. That's a mirror.
Yep.
Anything in here?
There's a big scorch mark on the ground.
Am I in danger if I keep going alone?
Not if you follow me.
Maybe.
What is Kane up to?
I'm up.
Yeah, I see you.
I found a big room with the scorch marker.
But I want to go there.
It's just empty. There's nothing else in here. It's a big scorch mark.
Did you
What could it
go
mean?
up?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's not what we're looking for. Go investigate.
Who has the drinks?
The drinks. The vials. Casey said
Yes.
we all had one, basically.
Yeah.
I
So,
drink
Oh,
my
yeah.
vial
so
for
you
the
do
other
all
place.
have to drink them together.
All right, let's
Just
do
so
it.
Casey could not go
Cheers.
insane.
Drink the juice.
All right. Just a sec.
Ideal spot to drink the Kool-Aid.
So we've got clean.
What does the juice taste like, Casey?
Every time we-
You know, that's an
Collagen
interesting
potion.
question. Let me see. So the white fluid is the one that you just drank. It tastes light and vaguely lemony.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Not ominous at all. What the heck is up with this overlay, Casey? What have you done?
What have you done? Oh, that
Can't
looks
see
normal.
Can't
Oh.
see anything at all.
It's
Or I
because
can. I can see
I don't
myself in like
have
5
you.
feet.
I didn't
I
start
see.
your torch on this layer. There we go.
Oh boy, what is that? I want to touch it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna look at it with my detect magic eyes.
Oh yeah. So you can totally do that, and it would give you. Let me. I need to look something up, but I can tell you. It's going to be conjuration magic on that.
This symbol look
Oh, and
like it says
actually,
any particular
Colleen, you still
like
have
a
true
language.
seeing going.
Yes.
So you will recognize that this is a summoning circle that connects to. Would you actually know where it connects? Give me Arcana.
An infernal plane.
The 9 hells, perhaps.
Your guesswork was strong. Yes, it connects back to the 9 hells.
Fallon, is this something that you were looking for?
Is it? I thought all the seals would be together. Casey, that's what you said. That I should know.
This is not a seal. This is a summoning circle.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think so.
Well, it looks like it could potentially be activated.
I didn't do it.
While in the other variants, it was not there and had been probably scorched away when it was activated, so it's rather curious that it is intact. Yeah.
Yes, let's continue the tour.
There are some doors down here.
Are those doors?
Yeah, so that's just a set of stairs that goes down that you're by.
Well,
Colleen.
then a set of stairs.
Where's Colleen at?
That top right room.
In the summoning circle.
Still?
What happens?
So you see,
Hey, Colleen.
there's a door here and a
Oh,
set of
okay.
stairs here.
I didn't notice that.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Okay? Give me investigation.
I'll check the other one.
Well, that's a set of stairs. I suppose you can check that for traps too. It would also be investigation.
Would I know how to activate this circle?
That's an interesting question. You do again have true sight going, and you got a 20. Let me see here. So, Fallon, you don't notice traps. Kane, you don't notice traps either.
It's all clear, boys. Open the door.
Yeah, sure. So Colleen, you would notice that the magic is actually appears to be very slowly fading from the circle. You think that it's already been used. So if you knew how to cast an appropriate spell, there is actually a summoning circle spell. Like maybe you could use it again. But yeah.
Okay, but it's not gathering magic at this point. It's
No.
already used it.
Yeah, it is slowly dissipating. And Kane,
Any magic in here?
yeah, Kane,
That's
Fallon, as you
probably a
step
bad
into the
sign.
room, you do notice that there are some blue glowing runes on this wall, faintly glowing, very faintly. You aren't quite sure what they mean, but you would
Which wall?
notice
That wall?
that
That
they
wall?
are.
That wall?
Yep, you would notice that they are abjuration magic.
Guys,
Is there a way I
abjuration
can try to
magic.
figure out what they mean? Like if I did like an Arcana check or something?
You can try an Arcana check.
Is this a door?
Yeah, it's a door.
Alright, I'll come in and take a look at them.
Worth a
Okay.
shot.
Fallon,
shot.
you look at the runes and you think that it's something to do with a what?
Mislead me.
A like an ad that you saw back when you were living near Citadel for like wagon rides around the city. Colleen, you have true sight going. So you will recognize that these runes are connected to those blasting wards in the hallway. They seem to be powering them, actually.
All
I
right.
open the door.
I
Yep,
would.
the door opens without difficulty. I will get rid of it shortly.
I would like to try to dismantle them, deactivate them. I don't know if that's like a scratch a line in the thing, or if it takes more than that.
Hey guys.
I mean, do you want to try scratching a line?
Yes, always scratch.
All right.
Yes. Let the squishiest person do this.
You walk up,
Ooh.
you pull out your dagger, and you just sort of start hacking away at it. The stone it appears to be like sandstone, so you are actually able to scratch away at it. It doesn't like instantly disappear or anything like that, but as you work away at it, you notice that the magic appears to be slowly leaching away.
Could I
I
mold Earth to speed up that process a little bit?
was gonna help.
Disrupt it?
Wait, could you do what to speed it up?
Mold Earth.
Oh, yeah, you could absolutely try that. Fallon, you can also help.
I pull out a ceremonial dagger. Help.
All right. Yeah, you take a few moments, Colleen, you sort of step back and start to use the spell. The walls, curiously, do not crumble, like excavate smoothly in the way that you're used to with that particular spell, but you do sort of like erode the surface. And
Yeah,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I imagine it's more like a Rubik's Cube. I'm just like shifting them out of place.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't take you more than maybe 20 seconds before you, between you and Fallon, you think you've messed it up pretty decently, actually.
Neil could count on you to make a mess of this.
So yeah, you think you've disrupted the magic pretty substantially.
Surprised
I'm
Kane
gonna go
wasn't in on
check.
it.
I mean, you
so
guys handled it.
This was just a roundabout way to get back to the same old room. What's the thing in the corner down there?
Are they still there, Casey?
What
Sorry,
thing?
go ahead.
Oh, that's just a different floor texture.
Okay. Decoration.
I like how I keep asking about these floor textures.
Yeah,
I don't know.
so
What is that?
the floor is like partially
I
rotted
did it
away.
first.
So you have sort of a well-finished floor, but then areas where it's sort of eroded, and the underlying like earth and moss is showing through.
They still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
It could apply to something in the other variations. Could
True.
Still there, Casey?
Those ones, yes.
It was just those ones you did.
Then what which wordings did they connect to then?
Well. Okay, I will give you this much. If you...
No, it's cool.
Oh no, I was gonna say, if you would remember this, they used to go all the way out to where I just put one.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they used to go out that far.
This does explain why I thought the wall... I didn't remember the wall being there at the end.
I have no idea where to go here because would there be like if we take a sip and go back, would there be a different door or something? Has that happened yet? No, that wouldn't make sense.
I mean, it's possible.
Where are you?
I mean, they could figure stuff out, maybe. Like, now that we've cleared some of the wards out.
Is that supposed
I'm
to
not
be
even missing.
Colleen?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's me.
Where'd you guys go?
Did you get Colleen art that I didn't see?
No, I've had this for months.
Oh, hey.
Okay, I guess I never saw it.
What?
Like a
It
picture.
was like a group announcement.
Okay, I just don't remember. Sorry.
I'm hurt.
Drinking potion. Drink it.
Oopity flirpin.
You want to drink
Alright.
the juice?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink the juice.
All right. You all drink the juice. The black one kind of tastes like
Licorice.
it's sort of a more viscous, like plum juice almost.
Then
Molasses.
I sip the
Around in your
juice,
mouth.
and then I look at the journal.
I'm not going to worry about getting you in exactly the perfect spot. You're all in that room. All right.
Like molasses.
There you go. You look at the
Molasses.
journal. The journal has not changed.
I sip the juice.
You want to immediately go back because the journal didn't change?
Yeah.
I don't know. How do the rest of you feel about this? Do you want to explore more, or do you want to go straight back?
Can I look around for like a minute?
I want to look around and see if anything
Fine.
from scratching off those runes changed over in the future state.
Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I forgot. All right, I know what I messed up. It's because I have another dynamic lighting thing that I meant to get rid of. So go to the top right room. You'll see something that I was accidentally hiding.
The stairs.
So specifically, oh, you know what? Actually, no, I wasn't specifically hiding that. So there is a door there. And
Where?
all right, so just a sec. Let me.
Oh, I forgot about the stairs. Let's go down the stairs, guys.
Well, hold on a sec.
Or up the stairs.
I'm
remembering.
I'm remembering what's going on, and it's just,
Let's drive
I
Casey
just
crazy.
sort of made it confusing on the map. So just give me a sec. All right, I just need to
Oh, that's weird.
move this. Ah, crap.
The lighting.
Yeah, it's because
If I stand here, everything's gone.
There we
I
go.
can't see around.
All right, so
Apparently.
yeah, there we go. So now it's correct. Can you see the door there?
Where?
Yeah, I see this door.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like,
in front of the stairs?
well,
Like a door to the stairs?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. There's a door there.
Okay. I'll investigate it again.
Okay. All right, so we're there.
I'm gonna put Pawn on the side.
Yeah, so investigate. All right, so I'm just gonna go with your previous roll. You did not notice any traps. Do you want to try the door?
Sure. My new roll was better, but okay.
Okay, the door does not open. It seems to be locked.
What kind of door is it?
Locked, eh?
Is it a wooden door?
It is a wooden door.
Is that something that Clean can mold earth on?
No, it's stone.
Only stone?
As it turns out, Kane opens the lock by looking at it, however. So now I will get rid of that.
Sure was a nice
And
lock.
this
Be
is a
ashamed of
little bit
somebody.
incorrect, but I'm just going to open the doors on both maps if you've opened it on one. So I'll just allow that you could easily do so. So
Wee.
okay, so yeah, we're going downstairs. Just a second.
Pause for transition. Pause for
You
transition.
are going to be going. Yeah, exactly.
Stay calm during transition. Do not panic during transition. Thank you. Yeah. Alright.
And then I think, yeah, there we go. Cool.
Limbs may fall off during transition.
There we go.
What in the world? We're gonna have to do a switch. We'll have to drink some drinks, I think. Is that just a broken table or barrel?
Yeah, it's a broken barrel.
And some scraped up floor?
It appears to be a wooden floor that's mostly rotted away.
Ooh.
I drink the juice.
I pick up Kane and throw him at the rotted floor. I'm kidding. I do not.
Evasion.
There might be something under or hidden in the rotted floor.
Well, should we? Is it hidden there now or before?
We don't know. We don't know what could have existed there in the past.
Maybe we pick up one of the barrels and throw it into it. I mean, there's one barrel on it, but if we throw it, it might probably break. So I realize
There's also more runes on the wall.
There
Oh.
are.
pull out my dagger and smile at Cole.
For what it's worth, I will remind you, you are in the present version of the map.
Oh, does that matter?
Drink the juice.
Well, it may not affect the past variation of it,
But if we do it in the past, it affects now.
supposedly.
Yes.
Well, let's drink some juices.
Okay.
Kane doesn't drink the juice.
You have to.
Kane,
He already
You
said
have to
he
drink
drinks
the Kool-Aid.
juice. I'm just
I
Kane drinks
I
the
hold your nose and pour the juice into your mouth, and I massage your throat until you
This feels nice. Kane allows it.
Gross.
All right.
It's
Here
like
you
an
are.
idea.
Human contact. Kane is.
Now I smile at Colleen and pull out my dagger and say, "Oh no, for the wall." And then I go start scraping.
Yeah, and actually, Colleen, you would
Phil.
notice that these appear to be similar to the ones in the other room.
Okay.
I like how Fallon's just like, finally, my plans come together. And just stabs Glee.
Yep. All right. So, yep, you spend a little bit of time and work away at the runes. Eventually, Glean, you can see that the magic has sort of leached out of them.
If I zoom in far enough, will I be able to read that? The
To
the
read what?
runes look like actual writing when I look real close.
I mean, I don't know that you can actually make anything of it, but
Oh, okay, it's not.
it's not any script that you recognize.
Scrape.
All right.
It looks normal in here now, so. Actually, can I go look at this barrel that's broken in the
Yeah, you can look at the barrel.
back to this barrel?
You want to open it?
Can I want to investigate it, see if there's anything wrong with it?
Okay. It appears to be a wooden barrel. You sort of push against it, and it feels pretty heavy.
It's a mimic. Oh, can I open it?
Yeah, sure. You sort of take out what? Maybe
I
like
still
a
have the
dagger and
same
work around the
dagger.
top. Finally, pull the lid off of it.
I
It's
put
full
it
of-
back in the pocket and I say, not just for ceremony. It's a ceremonial.
It's full of water.
Do I throw it over and break it?
I mean, do you want to let your dreams be dreams?
Yes.
Wait. Kane has an idea. Wait. Kane goes upstairs.
You're going upstairs?
Okay, but we don't have to transition maps. Kane's gonna go upstairs. We're first gonna check the journal and see like if it mentions what room to go to first.
So
I
you
have
don't
an
have
idea.
the journal because you're in the past right now.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to start stacking the barrels over on that side that's rotted in the future.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Just a sec. Let me
Let
see.
me guess. We're going to need to get through later, but there's all these damn barrels in the way.
Let me see if I can represent what you're attempting to do here. Like, are you doing something like this?
Yeah, or that way it'll break through on its own. Like, if that makes sense. If it's going to rot, partially fall away, if it's got a lot more weight on it, I would think.
Wait, what are you trying to make fall away? I'm a little confused.
Well, in the other version, there's the rotted floor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the weight from the extra barrels probably?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Kane's after this. I guess I know what to do.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Shoot.
So Kane's gonna go to that first initial he came in from, right? And there's a wooden door, right? To the left.
let me try to think about what you're talking about. Oh, whoops. I might have to
This
bring
probably
up
came
another
in
map because I'm having trouble visualizing what you're talking about. So.
because it like dropped down and it was like a crossroads.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like the room to the
Okay.
left.
The room that you. Oh, yeah, that like entry room.
There's like a wooden door there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna close the door, and then I'm gonna take out a dagger, and I'm gonna carve into the door. Welcome, and then I'm gonna put all the dudes' names after welcome. Then I'm
Okay.
gonna run back to the group and say, "There's Radiclus juice."
All right. I see you.
It's gonna be great, guys. Just don't think about it.
Okay. Are you guys? Are you drinking the juice?
Are we ready for that?
Sure. We scraped all the runes off, right?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
drink the juice, guys.
Sippity serp.
All right. Just a sec.
I don't understand what you're laughing about.
Because I put the people's names in the the between the 2 points you're jumping in. I put their names down. I said, "Welcome, so and so and so and so." So like they're gonna get to this ancient ruin or whatever, and they're gonna find their names written down on the wall, like carved into the wall.
Who's getting to the ancient ruins?
Weren't they
The
here
people in the journal.
before? That's how we got, like,
No, we only got the journal in the later version, our present. They arrive after. They arrive after the
did they?
past room, but before the present room. Yeah, because when we took off the took that ring whatever out of there, the guy didn't die anymore. Like we're changing their timeline.
So can we see
And
what
like
happened under the floor? Or did it
Um.
break?
Yeah. So I can't change the floor texture, but
Yeah.
you know, in this reality, basically, this floor on the right would be totally rotted away, and you would just see bare earth under it, and there'd still be some wood on the left side of the room.
So nothing there really.
Yeah, nothing there really. You did
Okay.
change something though.
Yeah, I want to go see what runes is gone.
All right, Kane, you check the journal,
yes.
and I will go ahead and so first of all, you do notice I'm gonna stop like repeating the entire beginning section of it because that part's gonna remain relatively fixed at this point. However, you do notice there is an alteration to the first part where the writer mentions that they had discovered their names written on one of the doors of the dungeon, and there was a debate among them whether it was a bad omen that they were perhaps their coming had been anticipated, or whether it was a good omen, like they were fated to be here. And then finally you see written with in the same hand but at sort of a different angle and with a different pen, bad omen, and it's underlined.
So I'm gonna point that out to Clee and be like, look, I made the debate about this.
Kane, haven't you heard of the butterfly effect?
The what?
We're not here to change past, at least not that way.
Isn't that the whole thing? All we're doing is changing stuff.
Your actions could have resulted in their death. You gave them additional paranoia, and
I mean, initially they did die, and we saved half of them
well,
by taking the ruby.
you may have caused them to die again.
Well,
Did
so
they die
speaking
again?
of which, here is how the journal continues. So the upper path led to a chamber in which sat a mysterious well. We investigated it and found it to be deep, but not unfathomably so. It went perhaps 30 feet down. We then turned our attention to the runes on the far wall. We had found these marred in previous rooms and surmised that similar vandalism may disable wards elsewhere. Whether we were right in this, I do not know, for the immediate effect of marring the runes was to cause lava to burst forth from the well and flood the chamber. I am lucky to have escaped merely with severe burns. My companions were not so fortunate. After this, I purposed to secure a more experienced expeditionary force. I never returned, however, as only 2 days later came the ruin of Telly's car, as is recorded elsewhere.
Well, look at that, Colleen. You got them all killed.
With your handiwork also.
Oh,
I
Fallon
didn't.
we
I didn't touch a single
did a
rune.
lot
That
of
was you guys.
scraping. Us-
You did all the rune scraping. That was you. I did none of it.
we did it. Me and Colleen.
You got them killed.
It wasn't our actions that drove them to paranoia, though. We gave them a reasonable scientific, hypothesis to test. We were not the ones that to scare them for fun.
But which feeling got them killed? Was it the extra sense of caution they got from the paranoia, or the assurance they got from your science?
At least one can be tested and proven.
Checkmate.
I think you guys are just screwing with each other using these poor people's lives.
I have no intention of harming anybody.
Anyways, let's go see what happened down here.
Yeah, let's go find the room with the lava. Maybe there's dead bodies in the cliff. What if you brought them back to life and then we fed them this juice and then left?
Oh, awesome. Oh, you're already in here. That's weird. How did you manage that?
So I'm guessing this is the igneous rock down here, covering the floor.
No, it's sedimentary. Yeah, it's igneous.
I don't know what else, like lava rock.
No, I know. I was joking with you because I was just messing with you.
My ceramics class has we all ceramicsy.
I would like
Casey?
to see if there's anything trapped on the well. Some investigations.
There any hands sticking out of the ground that could be from people who were covered in lava and died?
Yeah. Give him a high five.
Yeah, so
Good job.
let me see here. So Fallon, you look down the well and you find it to be filled with rubble. You don't notice any and sort of like chunks of rock. You don't notice anything of particular interest. Ditto Kane.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Cool.
I'm gonna step back here and say we should drink the juice.
We could.
Incidentally, you would notice that these runes on the far wall are already messed up. So,
Yeah.
you going back?
Drinking the juice.
All right.
Marty, we have to go back. Two kids.
Just a sec.
Hey, it's a person.
Whoops. There.
I'm definitely not thinking of more ways to troll these guys.
That's at least close to right.
Well, we could leave instruction in the book and tell them not to mess up those ones, and they'd probably live.
Well, we don't have the book. You'd have to cry.
Okay.
You
well,
could leave a message on this wall.
do not touch.
Incidentally, the well looks decidedly less messed up at this point in time.
Reinvestigate.
All right. Yep. Anyone who wants to can reinvestigate.
Oh, I must know it all.
Okay.
I'm a well expert.
Well.
Yeah.
So so Fallon, you
Ask me about wells.
you gaze down to the bottom of the well. You do have dark vision after all, and let me see here.
No big deal.
You okay, wait a minute.
Take a little peek.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. Okay, so the down at the bottom of the well, you can see what appear to be a few more magical runes, most likely linked to the one on the wall. This is sort of where, the you imagine this is actually the trap on the well. And yeah, and then beyond that, there's just sort of a bunch of detritus filling the well that would block you from seeing what's at the bottom.
Are those people dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Can I use my ceremonial dagger to draw on the wall? Or do I do it here and then they'd see it? Or is it the other way? It's here, right?
I think here'd be good.
I'll leave a note on it.
Well, I was gonna scratch it into the non-ruined wall and
Yeah.
say, oh gosh, what am I doing? Deface runes equals lava. Draconic.
I will also leave a note that's more eloquent on a piece of parchment.
We don't know how long the note will last. It could fall apart.
It could.
Because we don't know when we are.
So you've got the stone message, but I'll leave a piece of parchment.
Oh, it's good. We could figure
I
out.
like to imagine you've already written the note and you're waiting on me, but I'm like, hold on, just gotta keep chiseling a little bit more. And then I tell you what I wrote, and you're like, oh, mine's much more eloquent, and I'm like, that's cool. Cool. I'm just
Classic
stabbing the stone.
All right.
My non-eloquent message.
Hey, Fallon, do you think these pythons would have helped you carve that faster in my hammer?
Is it?
I asked after you finished.
You son of a bitch.
Kane just sat there patiently watching you do it, and then at the end asked that.
I call you a blue bastard.
I mean, I could also mold stone. Probably right with maybe. I don't know if it's that eloquent.
I like that we both just had better options. Just both watched Fallon do this.
Hey, he's a ranger.
I also laughed at.
He's a caveman.
You want to leave an eloquent message, and I'm over here like hand chiseling a brief one into rock, and you're like, oh wow, that's more. That's
lava. Bad.
That's so savage. You know, you're like a savage. Let me write an eloquent message. It's like, yeah. Sorry.
You just put that lava equals skull crossbow. Like.
No, Fallon. I think you need an Oxford comma there. Please get the chisel back up.
Your grammar's terrible.
All right. So you leave a few
thing.
notes on the wall. Wanna see if it
step outside the room?
Step back.
Wait, hold on. First, yeah, go ahead.
Juice drinkings.
All right. You hop back.
Go.
And
read the journal.
Hold on a sec. So now this is no longer appropriate. So let me.
The floor is lava. Literally.
Let me clear this real quick, actually. All right, so you should see a normalish looking floor now, I think. And actually, just for my sake, let me clear this out of the way.
Journal now says good omen.
All right, so so Kane, you pull out the. You immediately run away from everyone.
Oh, sorry.
What you read in the journal is that basically you see some mention of them finding your note. There's some record of a discussion between them of whether to trust it, but eventually they decide that the messages were kind of schizophrenic, apparently written by multiple people, and that doesn't line up with their stories they've heard about sort of similar misleading things. Normally there's sort of more of an effort to seem coherent. So they decided to trust the note and instead started clearing the rubble from the bottom of the well. And this is what you read. So I will put a little bit more in the chat.
This is a fun puzzle.
I like that we're basically responsible for these people.
I like that my first instinct was to f them.
All right, so the text reads thus. The well was filled with rubble, which in time we cleared. At the base of the well, we found an amulet, which Tyrina's identify spell revealed to be a talisman for passing the invisible wards we had found earlier. So these would be the Wall of Force wards. We first investigated the narrow wooden stairs nearest the crypt. These led down to a short bend, beyond which sat a small chamber. My companions entered first. When I tried to enter, however, I found myself barred by yet another wall of invisible force. In our haste, we had not thought to look for a second layer of defenses. Tyrina tried in vain to dispel the wall, and I watched on as the now blocked chamber filled slowly with water from the side wall. I watched helpless as my companions drowned. After what seemed like an hour of agony, the water slowly exited the chamber, and the wall of force dropped. But I did not dare to enter. I left in purpose blah 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 blah.
Can I go carve on the wall? There's more than one force. No. Go to the past first. And drink the juice.
It's the midichlorian.
So, are we just trying to warn these people again?
Let's find the place.
I
that's
wanna look
mentioned in
around,
this
man.
verse.
All right.
Okay. I'm for the like method of just letting them explore this dungeon for us. And we
Okay.
just keep telling them where they go.
So wooden stairs nearest the crypts would be this one.
Correct. This is the one that.
Wait,
Where
where?
did you go?
Oh.
So that line there, again, that is a wall of force trap. You have learned.
Oh wait, we need the amulet.
Yeah, you have learned that at the bottom
Yes.
of that well is an amulet that can be used to pass that.
Oh, there is something
Is
there.
there?
But there's
So we gotta
you
go-
also
we
learned
gotta
that
go
there's
back to the
another trap
past.
beyond that. So
We gotta go back to the past
Who does?
to get the amulet, because he has the amulet now. The guy.
Okay.
So we need the amulet. So we gotta go back
Oh, then they won't have
with
it
the amulet.
if we take it, right?
Yeah, but then they
No,
can't get to
then
the
they
first wall.
Well, then they won't drown, so you don't have to leave them. No.
Yeah.
All right. Remove rubble, Colleen. Use mold
We gotta go to
earth.
the past first.
Okay. Drink.
Drink juice.
Okay,
And then
Clean. Come
clear
back.
well.
I'm coming back. There are walls I have to try to walk through.
Clean. Come back. You can
The
blame it
collision.
all. Okay.
all right,
Hurry up.
where?
Come back.
There we go.
Clean.
All
God, my
right.
stomach does not like anything.
Okay, cool. So we're all in that room. Got it.
Juice.
So-
Drank. Drank damn juice.
Juice. Is the juice purple drink?
It's black and white.
Oh.
This has been established.
All right, you're back in the
What do you call it?
past.
Purple drink. Colleen, amulet, go. Use mage hand.
I mean, I can use mold earth to push the rubble aside and mage hand to pull the amulet out.
Whatever. I don't know this magic. I'm not technically
Whatever.
knowledgeable
Magic
about
it
I
away.
get dirty.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
do the magic.
You mold earth. You all stand by as Colleen just sort of like gradually lifts rocks out of the base of the well. You make some progress, Colleen, and eventually clear a little patch. You see the amulet. So then you just reach down with mage hand and pull it out. It's a simple silver chain with sort of a light blue. Well, actually, let me think here. Sort of a gray but slightly luminescent stone on it. I mean, you can see the magic about it. It is, some sort of, abjuration magic meant for passage, basically.
I kind of dangle it in the air and I say, right then, here you are, Kane. You are the only person who I think cannot escape a wall of force, so...
Oh, also, you would note that it actually exudes sort of an aura of protection. So anyone within about 30 feet of whoever, of the amulet itself, should be able to pass through those traps.
Okay, so the last people, right? They said the trap is full of water. That was the bad thing that happened, right? They just drowned.
Yeah, basically. So what they described is that apparently there are multiple types of force traps in this dungeon, and they passed the one that led down the stairs, but then they got trapped by another one that it actually didn't help them with.
I just thought of something
And then
messed up.
did it go away?
After
Did he say if
everybody
it went
drowned.
away or he was too afraid? So like, couldn't I just, guys? Why don't I just go down there? I can't drown.
Well, here's an idea. Well, can't you then not get out? Or no, it was just the
Um,
one guy.
Potentially.
Well, how could they not
Maybe.
get out if they had the amulet, KC?
It might
Give.
not be an applicable force type.
So basically, it's kind of like, think of like a lock and key. So the amulet is a key for only some of the walls of force that are in this dungeon. So the second one they found was a lock that the key didn't fit.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think that we have to go back and scratch up, tear up the messages about them ruining the runes? Because maybe it not only does the lava, but it takes away one of the force walls or something? So that they do
I
have
don't
to
know.
die
I
from
mean,
lava?
he said the second wall of force dropped at first. So like, or what seemed like ours.
Also, Colleen established that the runes in that room are just connected to the lava trap.
Okay. We
So
don't have to
like,
kill them.
I could just go down there. And
Is there another place
they can't
where
drown
the
me.
force walls?
It's very
So
possible.
south of the entry chamber was another
Yeah, we've
force
never
wall.
checked over there.
I was, on my phone for a lot of that first part, so I didn't
Right.
sit
We
around here.
still
Is
haven't
anything-
gone true north or south yet, really.
So these are also here, right?
Correct.
And nothing changed in here.
Correct.
Oh god,
Doesn't appear so.
what's in there? What is that?
Where did you go?
They're
That's
all
the
over
altar
by
to
the entry chamber
Zephy.
now.
And anything in here different?
Doesn't look like.
Oh, this is the past. It wouldn't be different yet.
The
Yeah, you're in the
entrance. I see.
Damn time
What's
travel.
this down here in the bottom? Is that force wall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
another
first one.
force
Yeah.
wall. I suppose you don't know for sure whether the amulet works on that one because the Dragonborn didn't actually pass that one.
It's okay.
What if you block off these stairs, or just tell them don't go down these, and then they go through the other force wall and see what happens?
Are you really
Okay.
so keen to use their lives as a game piece?
Oh wait, you know what? I take
I
that
mean, why
back.
not?
I
We
take
can
that
fix
back.
it later.
That first paragraph, I was a little bit unclear with it, but I actually meant to say this. So they did use an identify spell on the amulet, and the intent of that first little paragraph that I stuck in Discord was to say that that amulet is actually good to pass both this wall and the one on the stairs.
So it works on this floor, is what I gathered.
Yes, yeah. Basically, so there are
It's the
two
silver
two
key.
force traps on this floor, and it works on both of those, but it doesn't work on the one a floor down.
It's the silver key.
I mean, why not use them as game pieces, guys? We can fix it.
Literally.
They won't stay dead.
Kane, you're in a different room.
Where'd they go? They were right here.
Maybe we can write "turn around, don't drown" by the stairs.
Yeah, that's
Just
what I'm saying.
something.
Use them to explore this dungeon.
Caution high
Find the
waters.
dangers.
I live in Houston, and that's the thing they always say is like, don't drive under the underpasses when it's flooding. Turn around, don't drown. Pay attention to the flood gauge. Tell you how many feet of water you're about to drown yourself in.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. Very uplifting messages.
I'm just thinking about the lack of severe weather we get here in Georgia, and I'm thankful for it, even if it is really boring here.
Do we want to go put them? Do we want to have them do the other wall?
Yeah, let's do it. We leave the amulet and put the sign up saying "Don't go down this wall." There's a second trap,
So we need to
and then they
go
can
back. We need to
figure
go
out-
back to the other reality and do the message, right?
No, we're in the other reality. Do it now. Just go drop the amulet back in the well, and then
No.
put up a message.
I mean, if we're going that far, we could just leave the amulet on the floor and be like, "Here's this thing."
In fact, you don't
We
even have
could do
to
that.
identify it. It works on these two. We could leave them a full detailed description.
We
We
could.
could. Colleen. Okay, so what we do is just leave the amulet right here. So when they come down, it's the first thing they find. And we tell them to go down this wall behind them to the south. So go through this invisible wall with this amulet. It's only good things down here.
Well,
And
see,
that way
if we leave it right here at the entrance, then
Casey will have to rewrite some of the journal stuff.
then they have no free perception to trust our other messages. So we have to leave it at least in that room.
Yeah, we're gonna drive them insane. And
Yeah.
So do we
they'll
just put it
be
in the
able to
well
help us.
then? Let's just put it back in the well, and then they'll find it.
We'll put it on
they'll
top
probably
of the
earn
rubble
something.
in the well.
Well, you could just not replace the rubble.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can just put the amulet on
Yeah.
top of.
And see, and that way they feel like they earned something.
visible.
And
You can still
just
put
tell
it in
them
the bottom
don't
of the
go
well.
downstairs.
They looked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they found it.
All right.
Yeah, just tell them don't go down the well.
So over by the stairs, we could put a message that says,
Wait, Casey,
what
quick
now?
question. We came back. Was the parchment still there in the well? Or next to the well?
Wait, was what still next to the well?
So when we came back, the parchment was next to the well, right?
Parchment. Oh, you wrote your
The-
note on
Like
parchment?
Colleen left the first time.
Okay, well, they wouldn't have found it until substantially after you left it there. So if you're hopping back
So we're
towards
still
the
there.
past, it'll still be there. Yeah, sure.
So we're hopping exactly the same amount. We're not going exactly like 200 years back from the moment we are going back from.
You cut out a lot there, but
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Time is moving at the same rate, but at a very distant parallel.
Well, like we could have gone back to the same time, but
Wow.
we're not.
Even
We're just
though
going
this
back an
planet
increment.
solar system is veering through time and space, as we jump back, we're not jumping.
We're just ants on a big rock hurtling through the cosmos.
Teleportation and time travel, same time.
So yeah, Colleen, just put a PS on your initial note. Say, by the way, don't go downstairs.
Well, I have to be a little bit more specific than that.
I mean, I'm sure you can figure out some fancy ways. Like,
Stairs by crypt. Flood
Turn around,
trap.
Yeah.
oh yeah, super eloquent that.
Yeah.
It is
She's
a
gonna-
PS, Kane.
I'm gonna make her carpet.
Fallon could go with that. I say pointing at the wall.
Well, I think just doing parchment, because if we needed to tear it up later, we could. And instead of having to like scratch the note away from the wall,
That's true. Could.
just write it in your best elven hand. My dear fellow, please do not use the amulet here. You shall be drowned by a trap, and that would be not good. Your secret friend.
Is this the plan
So
we're
proud.
going with? You're just gonna write a note to try to warn them off going that way?
I guess so.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just deposit you all in that room because you're leaving it in the same room, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought we were doing a PS.
So you come back
Well,
here.
that's where the parchment is.
You replace the rubble in the well, and then put the amulet on top. You know what? Who's writing the note? Is it Colleen? Is it somebody
I'll
else?
continue to write the note.
Okay. Colleen, give me persuasion.
Persuasion.
Okay. Yep. You polish off the note. You're like, okay. Looks good enough to me. And heading back to the present.
Guess so. Here we go.
So you, let me make sure your character tokens are in the right spot.
Drinking the juice.
Oh yeah, good enough. Not exact same position, but good enough. All right, so give me just a moment. I need to. This is not something I specifically worked out, but I can. All right, so you read as they discover your note. Sort of, for the same reasons as before, tend to trust, what you said about the trap here. But as they read more, they're like, this is getting, and I mean, I'm just sort of making it up on the spot, so it'd be kind of more formal than this, but it's hard for me to come up with. Suffice to say, they conclude that somebody must have just explored this dungeon before them. Otherwise,
True.
how would they know to leave such detailed notes for them? There's some debate among them about whether, is someone really just helping us out of the goodness of their hearts? Are we being led into something? But ultimately, they decide that they can always go back and explore the stairs later, if that's a thing, if they need to, and that they may as well just investigate down the other direction first. So, in that case... Right, okay. So
Yes.
you read... Right. So you, look, there are certain checkpoints that you're likely to hit where you'll get the text versions, but I'm improvising right now.
No, I love it. I'm just
All
We
messing
turned
around.
his plot device against him.
All right.
This
So
is a great puzzle.
you read as they so he writes as follows. We've proceeded down the lower hall and picked the lock on the door at its end. The chamber beyond was spare, hardly more than a wide hall. On one side was a simple wooden door. We opened the door and found a spare arena with yet more runes at the far end. Following the pattern before, we entered and, or no, it actually says, we have purpose to enter and investigate the runes. And then below that, in a different hand, you read the following. This record was recovered for 12/4/11 by Keldon Uzkalekthion following standard investigative procedure. I found the record in the hallway and did not explore further than the original party's safe passage could be determined.
Well, interesting.
We killed them, boys. We killed them all.
So here, I can actually edit the text so that you can
Killed them, and we don't know what happened
solve
to them.
this.
Okay, yeah,
But-
he's just trying to get us out of
Yeah.
that loop,
We know
that gameplay
that
loop we've discovered.
that door is bad.
I mean, most of the doors have not been.
Can we just tell them that it's dangerous in there? Like, who knows what? Also, they seemed a bit, like they had a debate about whether or not to trust the words. So I think next time we should include their names and say, listen, what are their names?
It's implied that they still found the other note, right? I mean, possible they didn't, but
So wait, did they say anything else? It was just that one door, nothing else.
So Fallon, you're fairly close. Basically, they said that they went down this lower hall, and they
Yeah.
opened the door that I'm like pointing towards.
And they marred some runes.
Well, no, they went into another chamber. They saw some runes on the far wall, and they decided to enter it. You gather that it seems like they left the journal behind, basically with the idea that they weren't sure if they were going into a dangerous situation, and so in order for someone else to be able to recover the record, which is in fact what happened, they left it behind.
Okay, guys.
So all they
let's
did
just
was
go through
enter
this.
and they died.
Okay, so let's
That's
just
the
go through this
implication,
wall.
at the very least.
So let's just go through this wall, and then, well, we gotta go back to the amulet first, and then we'll go through the wall. We won't go in that room, and we'll see what else is down the hallway. Or we just take the amulet and see what they do.
I guess if we go into the, this is the future realm, right?
Yeah, this is the future, and for what it's worth, you can, or it's the present, really. And for what it's worth, you can see two doors, actually. One is this one right here, and then there's also this one.
Huh. Maybe they already triggered it, and it's done.
Yeah, but we can't get through the wall of forest without the amulet.
Wow. We went
Well,
and got it.
So they only explored this room. Yeah, I mean, I will allow that you can regather the amulet if you just sort of
Yeah,
say we regather it, and you can.
but then
reset it at
the
any
trap
point.
wouldn't be triggered because it wouldn't have been able to go.
Yeah,
but
so
then
right
they
now
can't
that
even
line
get
I'm
there.
showing, that is not the wall. That is just like, you know where the wall is. So I put it
Yeah.
on the map for you.
So if we take the amulet, then they don't trigger the trap.
Well, let's
But
go
let's
look
see
at
what
the
they
other
do
door they didn't do. Well,
Well,
not trapped.
we still need the amulet first.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we'll
the
get
other
the
door is
amulet.
this one.
Let's get the amulet, see what they end up doing without it, and then go check out that other door that didn't go.
Okay, I allow that you retrieve the amulet.
Well, if we get
Does the
the
text
amulet and
change
we
now?
left notes, make no sense.
Oh
That's
wait,
fine. Let's see
actually
what they
no, wait
do.
a minute. I'm sorry. You're in the present. You can't recover it in the present because the Dragonborn took it.
Yeah, so you gotta go sip the juice, go back for amulet. Let's just leave the note just for fun.
I mean, the note doesn't. Well, I guess it does specify that the amulet helps for that. So,
but we're taking
Yeah.
it so they won't have an amulet. We could take the note and
well,
then
we
they
could leave the note, and if there's no amulet, then they would know that maybe someone else had been there and taken steps, and then
sure.
they would be without the key, and then we'd
Like
have
I
to see
said,
what they do.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I have no regard for their lives at all. So we can do. I'm just sure just take the amulet
I'm
and go check out
fully
the other
aware,
door.
and I really don't appreciate you phrasing it like that, Kane. I
I mean,
am unwillingly playing this game, but my intention is to keep them alive. You just don't care, and that's
I
not.
just want to. Hey man, I just want to help Fallon save his soul.
Yes, but you're okay with throwing away 3, 4, 5 others.
I mean, at this point, we've saved what 3 of them because when we got here, they were already dead. Like,
Yes, but we're still working on that part.
I mean, I guess right now they're all dead, but I mean, these are past people. Like, they've been dead to us for who knows how long.
And it's also possible that keeping them alive could affect other aspects of present. But
Yeah, deeper into that butterfly effect. So should we just like make sure that the ones that died stay dead? What are the implications for Casey's world if more than one if they don't? Is it becoming exactly the same way?
we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, Kane. Let's not get too existential.
Just as long as we all make sure this is all for Fallon.
Oh. Yeah. So my only concern is if we, drink the juice, go get the amulet, come back, past or present, whatever, and go through the wall and figure out what's in this room here. Maybe it's also a trap.
There's a fair possibility that anything that will let you pass but not let you back out is probably got some more traps.
I mean, they were able to get back out. It's just
We
You
sent
do have
Kane.
True Sight still going, Colleen. That would help in noticing traps.
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and mention.
I also have to take a magic going. So like,
So
we're
you
good with
want me to
traps.
step up to it and look more specifically at the door?
I guess we can at least go look at it, and then maybe go look at the
Okay.
other door.
Well, so you can see the door. The door does trigger the Wall of Force trap, but if you have the amulet, then you're good there. You don't notice other magic on it.
Okay,
My side is
let's just
true.
go. Okay, first step, whatever we do, we need the amulet to get anywhere else. So let's just go grab that real quick.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
Do we go through the?
Suck on
Yeah.
the juice.
Na-na-na-na-na.
Besides, Colleen, if we kill them all, you could have some corpses for your zombie army.
Well, if you haven't noticed, Kane, there hasn't been any bodies for us to recover.
Well, that's because we don't go looking for that's good. Alright,
Okay.
Colleen,
Do
go
we need
do
to
your
go
magic
on
stuff to get the amulet
back to the room?
Well, it should just be sitting on top of it where we left, so I'll just go recover that real quick.
Zip, 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 zip.
back.
Okay. Yep. You go recover the amulet. You now have the amulet.
Alright, drinking the juice.
Oh, you
Are we
guys want
doing
to go
this
back
in the
to
future?
you guys want to go back to the present?
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't see why.
I mean, just to see what they do without the amulet. If they discover,
Okay, Mister.
and like,
Nick.
and then like once we're inside that area, back again. And wait, do objects have been following us? Right?
What?
Have
What?
objects been following us? These time jumps, like
Yes, anything that's
objects
on our
native to
person
this.
has been carried
So
with
the
us.
journal, the journal follows with us to the past.
Well, the journal doesn't exist in the past, so it vanishes every single time. But if you pick up something in the past and then jump forward, you've been keeping it.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we don't like lose the amulet.
Things
Back
that we
past.
find here
Okay.
stay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Just
so
wanna
like
make
if you
sure the
go
amulet
find the
is good.
amulet and then jump back to the present, you've still got the amulet.
And then if we jump back to the past again, we still have the amulet, right?
Right.
Cool. That's all I'm gonna make sure of. Alright. So take the amulet, check the journal, go check out the other door.
Okay. Do you guys want to go
Anything
to
different in the
the
journal?
present?
I'll humor Kane for this.
I mean, might as well.
Okay.
Just like
Watch
in
out!
case
It's
something
a
helpful could come up.
All right.
humor.
So you jump back to the present. Looking at the journal, let me see. You see that they discover your note, but then kind of can't figure out what to do with it because, like, the amulet's gone. That's not there for them to discover. And so there's some mention that they debated among themselves what to do. The writer of that record says that he left the room to explore, and that he heard one of them behind him just say basically, "Well, we've got to try something," and triggered the trap behind him, and they all died to the lava trap in this reality.
Oh, got him.
That was the Kane of the group.
It's always
That was
one.
the Kane. There's always one.
Okay.
Alright, let's go check out the door. All dead.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm sorry. No, that's inconsistent with some other setup I did. So just a second. I'm gonna change that.
Okay.
Let me see here.
You do you. You do you.
Oh,
Boo.
okay. All right. Slight revision. It still ends that way. But there is some mention of basically we were blocked at every turn. We discussed perhaps wanting to explore the upper hallway, but you know, thought that couldn't see any way past it. So okay, what I said is actually still consistent. So never mind, everything I said still holds. Just a little extra note about them really wanting to explore upwards but not being able to. So they just did what they could.
All right. So, would you like to attempt to disarm this in the past and help our friends, or are we doing this for funsies first time around up here?
Let's just go through the door and see what happens. And if we get stuck, we can just go back to the past.
I don't know. If,
You know, I wonder something. If we trigger a trap and then we jump to
juice
the
real
present,
quick.
yeah,
Is it? Well, this is the present.
Look, do you want to
That's
explore
what I'm
ourselves,
saying.
or keep using these people as pawns and then have them explore the dungeon for us? We could tell them to go into the other door and not hallway is apparently death. I'm all for using them as pawns to explore everything. It's much safer for us, and in the end, they still will get to live because we're super nice.
I really wish you would stop saying it like that.
I love this.
Saying it like what?
That P word there, Kate. Don't talk about
Oh,
people like that.
pawns. You said it first.
I said
I'm
it
used.
in a way that I was talking down at you for thinking of them like that.
Wait, you were talking down at me earlier?
Ugh. It wasn't right of me.
Not just anyways, Colleen, get out your parchment and go run and put that amulet back on the rocks.
Well, we're in the present. I don't think that would do them much good.
Oh, juice.
We cheers, clink our little juice bottles.
All right.
All right, now go back and do the thing.
Okay, so what? We're resetting everything and then warning them off that path as well?
Yeah.
Yes, when I'm off that path.
Okay.
And do you think if we address them, it'll be more or less?
You're cutting out. What'd you ask?
Do you want us to use their names? Is that what you said?
Yeah, will it be more or less persuasive if we do that?
I mean, I don't think we have to use their names because they've been following directions up into, as
But
long
they've
as the
been debating
amulet's
it,
there.
though. They have been debating it, but
You know what? If Casey wants to make us go back and use their names to see if that's going to work because they didn't believe us at this one time, then fine. But I don't think we have.
Honestly, I was just going to have
I'm just
Colleen make
putting it out
another
there.
persuasion check.
Okay.
I can do
I was
that.
putting it out there.
Do another persuasive writing check.
That's right.
You got this, Khalid.
This is. They're all on the fanfic of my life right now.
Okay. So you get it all set up for them. You warn that basically you say, in a more persuasive manner, go through this door. Don't go through this door. This door is bad. This door is good. Or it might be good. We're not sure. All right, so you get that all set up. Presumably jump back to the present again. And journal time. So let me double check something real quick. Right. Okay. So you read as they do, in fact, proceed down that hallway. And they say they find a wide set of stone stairs that leads down to what appears to be some sort of pipeworks. They say that it resembles some of the more advanced technology that their empires actually managed to come up with. There are pipes connected to sort of a pool of water that appear to be leading off into the walls. They say that everything is fitted very tight, and they couldn't find an easy way to see which way the pipes were running. Although they did appear to go basically this-a-ways into the wall. And actually,
This is where the water came from.
just a
Most
second.
likely.
Let me make a check here real quick. Yeah, you also see that one of them says this does lend some credence to the note that they found, which indicated some sort of trap. As you read on, he basically writes, there was some debate among us as to how to proceed. And he describes how two of them wanted to just explore this lower pathway because it was the last thing that they didn't really understand, whereas two others of them wanted to just basically head back and wait for reinforcements. Ultimately, the folks who wanted to proceed prevailed in the argument, and you see them dying beyond this door just as before. I did roll randomly for that. I was going to give them a chance to survive.
Okay, so
But
we
now you
go
know
back.
something of what's past this door, and you know they didn't die.
So we could conceivably go back and get the amulet and see if we could destroy the pipes.
Yes.
I mean,
Or
wouldn't that just cause all the water to flood into that room instead?
well, but there you wouldn't be blocked by a force wall. Well, never mind, it is. But but
You
it's
just- you
not.
just
But we don't get
drown.
trapped in, right? We don't get trapped inside it, so we can still pass through.
The water would get trapped inside.
We just have to get
No,
out
no,
before it fills up or swim
They
out.
got trapped too, didn't they? Didn't they say they
No,
got trapped behind
they
the
went
second?
back down and tried that bottom door again that killed
Yeah,
them. There you go.
bottom
Oh,
door
oh,
or
oh,
something
oh.
killed them.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, man. Okay, so like, what would that accomplish though? I guess it could explore that first room.
Well, that would mean that maybe we could then erase our message about going down the stairs, and they could use it there again first, like they did, and it wouldn't fill up with water.
True. We could do that. Let's do that. I'm down for that.
Okay, so I can skip ahead through some of the mechanics of this, so let me summarize what you're saying you want to do. You want to go back to the past, or actually, wait a minute. Yeah, you want to go back to the past and actually just get the amulet again and like explore this direction, basically to find the room with the pipes.
Break the
Okay.
pipes.
All right, so just a sec. So you do that. You come back to here, and I will just allow that you're all staying close enough together for the amulet to work. So you've got the amulet at this point, and yep. So Colleen, that door. Do you want to? You know the only trap on it.
It was locked, right? And
So
it had
actually,
that
no.
trap.
You reach out
First
for
trap.
it, and it opens easily. Let me remove my little barrier from the lighting layer. I just put that up so that you wouldn't go down when I didn't want you to.
Step through it.
There you go. Oh, whoops.
These are the pipes.
No, those are the wide stone
Stairs?
stairs that they described. Kane, I'm
Right.
going to allow that you're up with them. There you go. So heading downstairs.
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, so we are in the past version. So let me jump over here. You're now going to be down.
They forgot to mention the chimera.
Whoops.
It's because we killed it. They never had to cross it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and that should be good. And boom, here we are.
Huh. it enters the room. Wow, there's a valve right here. I'll just twist it.
Actually, as you look, there are a few valves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought I was gonna say it explodes. Let's just twist all the.
Wait,
How
Kane,
does
can you actually see any of this? I'm looking at where your token is.
I was just.
Come on,
sorry.
man. Where are you? Get in here.
Where
how
are
does
you?
true seeing affect my plumbing skills?
That's an interesting question. Let me see.
Roll for plumbing.
I think I will say at this point we're probably getting on into the hour, but we still have
Probably.
some true sight left. All right, let me see here.
True sight.
True sight. Because I think. All right, here we go. 185. Because like the question is, would it actually like let you see if you've stopped the water, basically?
We all know the basic rules.
See
Lefty loosey,
invisible.
righty tighty.
Oh, so it actually lets you. Okay, so True Sight does let you see into the ethereal plane, and things are kind of like wispy see-through on the ethereal plane. So, it's debatable, but I will allow that that would let you like see into a pipe. You're not going to be able to see through like very much of the stone wall.
Mhm.
But just to see whether water is flowing out of the room through the pipes, yeah, you could probably verify that.
All right. Pull the lever, Crunk.
All right, are you just like randomly twisting dials until Colleen says it's good, or what's the plan?
Sounds good to me.
He was talking to the
I know.
Quizmilligus. I mean,
Quiz would never take that kind of order.
well, I'm more of a trying to get things done, so I'm abandoning the notice of your surliness.
I mean, do you want to just like give me investigation to see how good your plumbing skills are?
Sure, if that's what I need to do.
All right.
The best.
Not very good. So it does much more resemble, just sort of Kronk randomly
Magic.
pulling levers until you get it right. You wind up burning a few minutes down here, just like twisting various things. At one point, that tank at the top of the room kind of shudders a little bit, and you look at it concernedly, but it doesn't like blow up or spawn demons or anything like that. So you think it's okay. Finally, you do seem to hit on something, and Clean says, and hold there, and you look at it, Clean, and you think the flow of water out of the room has been stopped.
All right. Good work, Fallon. Knew you could do it.
So
we
back
don't
to the present.
Well, we don't necessarily have to risk their lives for the X amount of time. We know that the water shouldn't flow. We could do it ourselves.
I mean, why not? It's not a risk though. You can just put
Where's
things
your
back
sense
how
of
they were
adventure,
so
King?
they don't.
I'll take care of you. And your body, specifically.
You almost died like 10 minutes ago.
I'm in love with your body.
I think
I have a contingency plan.
Fallon just says, "Yeah, get your parchment out. Let's go fix that note. Put the
I'll
egg in the
scribble
bag."
I'll scribble a piece out here and say.
Wait, say what?
Water
No.
is off.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think
investigated.
I think we have to go back because we told him not to go that way, right?
Yeah, we
Well,
just
they were
take that
drowned.
away.
You just
in case
replace that
anybody
note.
comes.
You just replace that note.
I only have so
Yeah,
much parchment.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, okay, that's
take
fine.
the note
Right,
back
yeah,
with you. Just
you're right. You
pick up
can
the
put
note
water
and
is
don't leave
off.
it.
Water
No.
done been turned off.
You don't have to do that. Just pick up the note and don't leave it behind for
No, Kane. If you want to
Why?
leave a note telling them the water's off, go ahead. That's fine. We still need to fix the other note though.
Yes.
Well, but she just says she's bringing out a
All
person.
right, so let me
So just-
remind you the directions that your current note is giving them. Your current note is telling them, first of all, don't trigger the lava trap. Basically, don't
Yeah,
mess
lava
up the
bad.
runes. Second of all, don't go down the stairs that are going to drown you. And then third of all, don't go down that like other door where you died for some mysterious reason. So it's
Yeah,
giving
so
them
we
three
just gotta
directions.
take out that second bullet point. So just
Yes.
rewrite it without that second bullet point.
But
And
they'll still come to this point.
well, unless they get, then that's fine. You need to figure out what's in that other like weird trap thingy anyway.
Okay.
That's no longer gonna drown them.
Yes. So, one
And
note
we've
here.
already told them.
Water's off. Nobody needs to touch it.
Yeah, and we already tell them that one doorway is bad. So
Yeah.
then we're good. So
Yes. And we just have to redact a statement about the other stairs.
yeah. Now Edgar Wright style movie recap. Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead and those movies is what I'm talking about.
I thought you were gonna do it for us. Wasn't
Oh no, I have to do what's that guy's name? I have to do his voice. But no, like I mean that's if we want to jump back in time, run and do the thing. I mean we can go back to that room and wait for the to find.
All right,
See
so
what the
you
journal says.
currently are back in time. So I presume that first of all you're going to go back upstairs.
Yes.
So here you are. And then you said I can just take you right back to that room. You said you wanted to
Let's
edit
do
your
it.
note. All right, so
Yep.
we're back here. How are you? So like right now, my imagination is you've got like one sheet of parchment that's giving them all three of these directions. Are you like picking it up and replacing it with a new one that just like
Yep.
like
Yeah,
omits
just
the
rewrite,
second
just
bullet
take
point?
that note away, fold it, put it in Colleen's pocket, write a new note. It just doesn't have the part about don't go down the stairs.
I like to picture that you physically picked it.
Okay, you replace it with that. Are you replacing the amulet as well?
Yes. They all
Okay.
have to
Yes.
have that.
yes.
All right. Okay, so at this point, you expect basically they'll find the amulet. They won't be warned away from the stairs. They'll probably just go back the same way they were before. But
Right.
you have the
Mhm.
only difference is you've given them an additional direction about also don't
That
go
what-
through that door. That
The death door, and by the way, we turned the water off. If they go down
Well,
there.
we don't have to mention the water, do
It's already done. Or we should do
we?
that.
Okay.
I can mention it. In
well,
this
I
note.
mean, you said you left a note down there, so like if they go in that room, they
Oh.
presumably that
Yeah,
like
like-
if for any reason they wind up there, they'll find that. Okay. All
Okay,
right,
I
cool.
thought you meant mentioning it again in that.
Yep. All right, so you guys handle all of that stuff.
And then beep.
Yeah, let
Smooth
me.
juice.
I need to find the right thing because you have now fallen back on the track that I prepared. All right, let me.
Oh no, he's ready for us now. Wait, so were you prepared for us to use
All
these
right.
people?
So, we are going to jump back to the present. Oh, and you guys should all be here. So, there you go. All right. So you read as they recover the amulet, figure out what it does, and then it continues with them exploring these stairs. So, we first investigated the narrow wooden stairs nearest the crypt. These led down to a short bend beyond which sat a small chamber. My companions entered first. When I tried to enter, however, I found myself barred by yet another wall of invisible force. In our haste, we'd not thought to look for a second layer of defenses. Tarina tried in vain to dispel the wall, and I watched helpless. After what felt like an eternity, however, the walls dropped, and we were able to pass freely. I wonder what purpose this served.
Hey, we saved them.
Moving on.
Good job, team.
We pressed forward.
And here's where they die.
We passed up another set of stairs and were surprised to find ourselves in a comfortably furnished chamber, lit from above by a chandelier. At one end was a desk strewn with a variety of writings, including a cookbook bearing recipes I will not recall here. One sheet of parchment was entirely filled with a single phrase in a language I did not recognize, and I screwed up and gave you an internal note there. Let me delete that.
I'll pretend I didn't read it.
Whoops.
I won't mitigate. It's fine.
At last, though, we found what appeared to be floor plans for the dungeon itself. We took these with us and returned at length to the entryway. There's a typo here somewhere. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
They what? They didn't go and keep exploring with the floor plans?
All right, so
these guys are boring.
Let me see. So as you read further, well, so basically, so they return to the entryway. The next room that they explore is in fact the pipe room that you guys were just in. They mention that they find the note and that it's sort of, well, actually no, it might not. Would they actually figure it out? Oh, that's a pretty high roll. But no, that would be pretty difficult to figure out. It says they find a note about the water being off and basically just decide not to touch it. So then they sort of debate what to do. You read something similar to the same debate that you saw before of like, oh, we've been warned off going that way. Oh, but we can't go anywhere else. What are we supposed to do? And then you read that they decide to continue forward, actually, despite your warning. And you read the following. We proceeded down the lower hall and picked the lock on the door at its end. The chamber beyond was spare, hardly more than a wide hall, blah, 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 all the stuff that you read before. Except you notice one difference, which is that consulting their floor plans, they suspected there was a hidden door on the other side of the chamber beyond the door, and they found some loose stones that triggered it.
Okay.
Wait,
They barred the runes.
And actually,
they died.
So yeah, so basically you read the same fate that befell them before, except that this time they found a hidden chamber first.
Wait, where was the hidden chamber again?
So beyond that door that you warned them off of, but that they decided to go through anyway.
Okay, and they still died there.
Yep.
Only after going through the hidden chamber?
Yeah, so basically you read that they got past the one trap. They found a rather interesting room there, including some floor plans. And let me see. Right, and that they also found a hidden chamber. Otherwise, it's similar to what you've seen before.
But how did they get through and not die the first time?
Not die to...
Well, last time they didn't find a hidden chamber, right? They just died.
Right.
They went in the room.
So,
or we don't know what happened.
So what
They had
this
the
is,
floor plans.
So what this is describing is beyond that door that you guys haven't gone through yet. They say that there's sort of like a a very spare
Oh, okay,
chamber.
okay. So like they fell through a trap door whenever they went through the first time.
All right, so basically, all right, so they go through the door. They go into like an entry hallway, and there is
Yeah.
one door that is visible, and that's where they died before. But
Okay.
this time they found also a second hidden entry.
Because of the floor plans.
And they open that one, and it's all gravy until they scratch the runes, and then poof.
Yeah, and this isn't actually clear whether they went into the. Oh no, actually, it says the chambers beyond were spare arenas. So presumably, like whatever was beyond the hidden door, kind of looked similar-ish to what was beyond the non-hidden door.
Okay, so it seems like marring the runes is death. But let's go ahead and go down to get those floor plans.
Well, for the record, it says they wanted to mar the runes. It never states that they actually did. Just for what's
True. Well, I'm just assuming that they got that far. But we have no idea what happened once they crossed. Once they entered that room, we have no idea what happened to them.
It's true.
But let's look at those floor plans, guys.
I agree. That room sounds interesting.
Okay,
I
so
wonder what that note says
we
in
need
a
to
different
go.
language.
We need to go back and take the thing, the amulet, as they say in France,
How the kids
and
say it these days.
and take the amulet. Take the
Okay.
amulet and go to the stairs ourselves. See what's over there, right?
Okay, so let me see here. Going back to the past,
Going back in time.
you nab the amulet, and you're gonna make your way. I can just leave you here. You make your way back to those stairs and like go downstairs to see what's down there. All right.
Going
Let me
back
get
in time.
you in position. Do-do. Do-do.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Did you know that different places call the heartbeat sound different things?
Doki doki.
Yeah. I found
Doki
that
doki
out.
doki doki.
My daughters were watching something with Doki Doki in it. My wife looked up what in the world it meant.
That's Toki doki 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 is sometimes you make my heart beat fast.
The way they say it in India is like it's like three little short phrases like dig dug dang or something like that.
Oh, that's funny.
And Korean sounds like dungeon, 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 dungeon.
Fascinating.
Ooh, I could clip for you. Hold
There's the Indian one's like I don't know. Anyways, kind of funny.
Kesa
Pretty
my
good.
asa.
Whoa, buddy. Explain yourself with your.
on. It's Dugan. It's like Dugan
It's
Dugan.
Wait, that's a
Dugan.
Pokemon, right?
for Korean.
Dugan.
Gung. Like, it's like.
I know. I'm just making a dumb joke.
Oh, I thought you were trying to romanize it.
I
My
forget
bad.
like the other ones that were like more European were kind of funny, but I can't remember them.
Europeans are funny.
When you're in the bathroom, European. Sorry. Terrible joke.
I feel like I've never heard that joke.
Am I the only one gonna come check this out?
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I talked about heartbeats. Casey was loading while we were transitioning.
I just kind of got used to.
Stay
Casey would
calm
mess
during
around.
the transition.
I was trying to think of other weird Japanese phrases that use those.
Where's the desk?
Yeah, we were saying that's how you know if you're
All right,
Japanese.
hold on a sec. Hold on a
That's
sec.
how you describe heartbeats.
Stop moving. So,
Pika
Kane,
pika.
as you try to leave the room, you find that you are blocked by an invisible wall.
Oh,
of
right. We
force.
have to wait for this stupid wall of force to go away.
Yep.
But this is the staircase to the desk, right?
Yes.
and you all
Okay.
wait for an annoyingly long period of time, during which, unfortunately,
It's probably
Kane,
like 10 minutes.
you're
My true seeing.
it's gonna wear
No.
off.
GG.
Did you add that in to the particularly like on the
No,
fly? You
I
sly dog.
actually had this set up before you guys ever stepped foot in this dungeon, so I was not like, I did not just insert that to remove true seeing.
It's not.
I
Not
like
he
how
can't cast
Casey.
it again. So he did give me the staff. So
I like how Casey just like knew
Wait, how I what? You cut
sure
out.
knew that we were gonna just kind of manipulate these people.
I don't think he planned for us to abuse his people.
I mean,
Did you plan?
I planned
I
for something
don't-
pretty
He had the
similar to
scripts.
what you're doing. You've definitely gone off script a couple times, but I planned a
By
scenario.
just how much we're doing it.
I planned a scenario, and you guys are, I don't know, I'm having fun with it. All right, but
He
yeah.
knew we were twisted. It's fine.
So you're gonna have like probably half an hour of just like chilling in this room, because it's like the time for that little pipe to completely fill this room with water, basically, and then like also wait long enough for people to drown.
Hmm.
So
Hey, Clean, want to play some
I have a
cards?
question.
Mhm,
So say there's a force wall and
Mhm.
we have an amulet.
mhm.
If we like put it on a creature that I would conjure to go somewhere, and so it could get through, and it dies for drowning or whatever, could we mage hand that amulet back?
I mean, it depends on exactly how it triggers. If it triggers off like an intelligent creature leaving, then, or something like that, then potentially yes. The only issue
I guess
is
we could
just like
test that
the
with seeing if.
amulet doesn't work against these walls. If it did, you could walk
Yeah.
through them.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about the ones that did. Like,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
see what you're saying. Potentially. For what it's worth, anyone want to use the half hour for anything, or are we all good?
Hey, Clean, want to play some cards?
Hardly the time for cards.
I wish I knew what certain things on my character sheet meant anymore.
Kane just starts playing like solitaire with.
All right. Yeah. So you do that, and then after a while, I don't know. I like to imagine that Kane has just been sort of leaning against the
I'm
wall
gonna
of
hide in
this.
plain sight.
Where'd Fallon go?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
That's funny. And so suddenly you just sort of fall back a little bit, Kane, and hey, wall
My
of force
cards
is
go
gone.
flying.
So
I pick up my cards.
you may now walk
and
freely.
head back through.
Fallon appears out of nowhere. All right, let's go.
Wait, what's down here?
There's a grate.
Oh,
Drink water.
wait, did they mention going back upstairs?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, to the set of stairs. Okay.
Going up the stairs.
Yeah, I just want to double check that they said stairs.
Yep. Okay.
Yo,
So is there a-
Casey.
is there a map layer we're gonna get to see once we have the plans or something?
I will. It occurred to me that somehow, of all the things that I did foresee, I didn't think about you guys taking the plans. So I'll probably get you something between sessions to help out with that.
But this session's gonna go for like another. We're only halfway through the session,
All right. So,
right?
oh, we're getting close to the end of this one.
No.
All right. So here is the room.
I go to the desk.
Okay. Yep.
I search the desk.
You go over to the
Except rummaging
desk.
through the drawers. Actually, no.
Me...
First, I check for traps.
I do this.
Sure, investigation.
Actually, first.
I will take a seat.
All right. You don't notice any traps.
All right,
I lounge.
it's good. I start rummaging through the desk.
All right. I thought I made a note about. Oh yeah. So you look over the desk. You do in fact find what appears to be kind of a slim-looking cookbook. You do find the piece of parchment with just a piece of repetitive script on it.
That's what I found.
Okay.
Or no, I thought it clean. Read this.
We're really far across the room, so the piece of paper just kind of catches in the air and falls to the ground.
That seems about right. You know what? Quizmilligus
I
wanders
continue
over
origin.
to it because he can read all writing.
Yeah.
And
Well, I can also read Infernal. Let it go.
But we don't know it's
do you
infernal.
want?
Let's let the guy who's not here read it.
Okay, the guy who's
He would
not
probably
here
snatch it up
says that
immediately.
it says, "I'm bored," over and over and over and over again.
Good job,
What language is in Quizmilligus?
You.
Quizmilligus doesn't know because he can just read all writing. He doesn't necessarily know what language it's in. Although, actually, wait a
Colleen,
minute.
what writing is this?
I guess just to recognize the kind of writing would be Arcana. But nope, he doesn't know because I rolled low.
Archon.
I will see if I can identify it for you.
If I'm around, I could tell you.
You're around.
Well, we're
Okay.
sitting
Besides
next to
doing
each
the clean.
other, so we'll just
Oh.
like cross legs. And
Yeah,
like,
Fallon
Colleen.
says, ooh, I know.
Yeah. So, Colleen, you're sort of furrowing your brow and looking at it, and Fallon's like, "Oh, that's infernal."
ugly
You know,
script.
devil speak.
Explains why it's so hard to look at.
I don't know. It's kind of got its charm.
Kane, as you look over the rest of the desk, the remainder of it seems to be pretty random. You see one book that appears to be about torture implements, another that appears to be about interior decorating.
I will keep both of these.
Okay. You have 2 books weighing 1 pound each, and call them.
Why did it go so heavy, Casey?
1 pound is not unreasonable for a book.
I'm gonna be encumbered again.
You ever been to college?
Yeah, if you put them in your normal pack, absolutely.
Give me the cookbook. It's clearly an alchemist secret.
Actually, I'm gonna put the interior decorating book in the bag of holding.
Okay, yeah, just
The
you
cookbook.
can label them like Devil
Secret
Cookbook.
Dungeon Cookbook.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them, but yeah.
The Devil's Cookbook.
Yeah. I mean, since we're just having so many Devil's things, and Devil's Cookbook, it's a thing, right? I forget what it is, but
Oh, I don't know. It sounds like it probably is.
yeah, I think it's actually a thing. Anyways.
Deviled eggs and other infernal.
Conundrums. Yeah.
But yeah,
Faction.
that's pretty much what you see at the desk, Kane. I mean, I guess there's also like a rather
Is a loot.
like it looks like a quill, except it has like spikes on it, and when you pick it up, it's actually made out of like some kind of glass.
Is it magic? I still got my magic eyes go.
Oh, right. Nope, not magical.
Can I like
None of it's
investigate the
magic.
room to see if there's anything hidden here?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Give me
You say it's a quill made of glass?
You look under the sofas, you look under the rug, you examine the chandelier. The rest of the room is pretty spare. You look for any signs that, like, the floor could be pried away or anything like that. You don't notice anything. Nice couches.
Okay, well, we've collected our map or dungeon plans.
Yeah,
Can
so
we
I
inspect
will
them?
yeah, so I'll just sort of describe it for now because we're getting on towards the end of the session. But
I like to call it the climax.
yeah, but this will give you some sense what's to come. So looking at them, beyond that southern door, you do see a sort of rectangular entry chamber with 2 larger arenas off to either side. They're like octagonal rooms, basically. I mean, it's just a simple floor plan. So I say arena, but you don't like that's what the Dragonborn called it, but you don't necessarily know the purpose of the room. Up beyond that northern entrance that is blocked by a bunch of runes, you see that there are. It actually just goes straight to some stairs that go downstairs, and actually the largest portion of the lower level of the dungeon is beyond those stairs. There are a few smaller rooms, and then it leads to sort of a wide hall that ends in actually what appears to be the, or is it the largest room? Let me double check. Yeah, actually the largest room in the dungeon is beyond those stairs. Now, beyond that sort of seal that you found to the left of that room with the altar in it, you find that actually the dungeon extends a fair way beyond that. It's a little bit more linear, just a series of rooms, one leading to the next, to the next, to the next. Like I said, I will get you... Or actually, you know what? Come to think of it, there is not necessarily anything that revealing about this version of the map. Let me double check real quick, but I think I have a version of the map that I can just give you right now to look at. Like, you could potentially read something into the floor tiles, but, like, meh. Maybe I can give you probably this version is the right one. Yeah, you know what? Okay. This is giving you like ever so slightly more detail than the floor plan actually would, just because it, you know, again, it includes the look of the floor tiles, but I don't think it's a big deal. So I'm going to upload 2 files.
Oh, okay.
Here is level 1. I want this one.
Level.
Oh,
Where
no, the file's
we
too
looking
big.
at?
The file's too big. I can fix this. It won't take me too long. I know exactly what I need to do.
The file.
You know, just talk amongst yourselves. I'll need mere moments.
I'm trying to figure out a Word document is trying to, like, ruin my day.
Oh, crap. I do need to... Right. Alright, that should work.
So, guys, isn't it fun having such control
Such what?
over the lives of other?
I mean, as someone who controls life and death, not really.
Alright, hopefully this should work. Let me try uploading it again.
Is there a way we could make Kane like suddenly appear with those people? Like wake up and he's there with them.
That'd be pretty great, actually.
And he doesn't have the floor plan. There's notes on the floor. What? No, no.
Start like etching some hopscotch into the floor.
Alright, I got the files uploaded. First one should already be visible. Second one will be there in a moment. that is
Neat.
what the dungeon looks like.
Okay.
Cool.
So there's the octagonies. Octagatches.
Wow.
This is extensive.
We've only been in this rightmost area so far.
Well, like the
The
left has
second
like some
image
kind
is
of big
that
old seal or something.
Have to imagine the seals are all in that big room,
we're gonna be here a while, boys.
among other things.
You will be here a while. I will say your path through the initial area is a lot more meandering than when you get further, so you won't be here literally forever. But it's a big dungeon.
I like it so
Every
far.
time,
Yeah, I'm having
every
fun.
time Kane, every time he goes back from the past to the present, he's like, "Man, I feel like I've been here for years."
That's funny. And Fallon always says hundreds of years. Quiz really missed out this time. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
This has been
Also,
fun.
Casey, this quill, you said it was made of glass?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it. Seems cool. No, actually,
Does
hey,
it look
Khalil,
as though smoke would flow through it?
I'm giving it to Khalil. Hey, Khalil,
Aw.
do you want this cool glass quill?
So,
You write
whatever
stuff.
thing is bored here, like, there's a couple hundred years that it may miss the glass quill. Maybe not an amulet
But-
down a well, but
I mean, but it's already gone, right? 'Cause it's not
well,
here anymore. And this is the past.
we don't know that necessarily, and the summoning circle was only recently used in this iteration,
So you
so
don't want the quill.
something is here.
Yeah, it's gonna notice the plans are gone.
So you don't want the quill. That's what you're saying.
Oh, maybe we should just copy the plans.
That's an option.
We could copy the plans and give them to. No. They already
Nah.
had the plans and didn't do anything with it because they're boring.
I can copy them.
Kane's gonna put the quill in his backpack.
Should take 2 sheets of paper, yeah.
Well, Fallon has a photographic memory, so.
Alright, that's how you want to play it.
Just kidding.
For what it's
Hey,
worth,
Casey
Quizmilligus
jumps out of her seat. Yeah.
Quizmilligus did get 100 sheets of parchment before you guys left, so you could probably ask him nicely.
I've still got 5 left.
Okay.
We killed Quizmilligus full of his stuff.
And
Those
also,
were
you
for
can do
his-
a front and back deal. Only one for the map.
Those were his.
Dare you rationalize?
That parchment was for his personal use for bathroom breaks, and he's not willing to share.
All right. So actually, I think this is a fair time to end. So we are going to fade out on like a montage of just clean copying maps.
On a bathroom joke, really?
You know what? Yeah. Yep. Ending as all things should end with what's
Potty
the word
humor.
I'm looking? Yeah, exactly. All right. Good night, everybody.